By applying a mesh to the surface of a complex shape or selection of curves, specific contours of the surface can be reshaped. In this example, a mesh cover will be applied to the selection of curves. This function applies a tessellated surface of equal distribution over the surface, thereby allowing infinite modelling control to be exerted over the meshed surface. Although this is still a flat surface, modelling can be done on the edges, vertices and faces. In this example, the Deep Select tool will be used to reshape a face of this object. Notice how the handles of the gripper are used to reshape the direction of the face. Specific faces of the mesh can also be selected and modified. During modification, the relationship is maintained between the edges, faces and vertices. When drawing a mesh object by defining points in the same plane, a quad mesh is evenly distributed across the surface, providing a polygonal cage. This cage allows modelling control to be exerted across the faces, edges and vertices of the surface. In this example, the Deep Select tool is used to select the following faces. These can now be manipulated using the handle of the gripper. The Deep Select tool is also used to select faces to be deleted. A mesh block can be drawn with the polygonal editing cage evenly distributed across the faces of the block. In this example, a quad polygonal grid of 4 is supplied. A tighter or looser polygonal matrix allowing more flexible control is applied here. The handles of the gripper can be used to change the overall scale of this block. The Select tool is used to select vertices which are then manipulated using the gripper, thereby changing the shape of the block. The Deep Select tool is used to select faces of the mesh, and the gripper can be used to manipulate the scale of the selected faces. Watch how faces are deleted using the Deep Select tool to change the overall shape of the mesh. The Mesh Analysis tool is used to find and identify all free edges within the mesh. The mesh tools can also be used to make selected vertices planar to a specific plane or the work plane. In this example, the selected vertices will be made planar to the XY plane. When a surface object of multiple components is imported into the editor, the Mesh Analysis tool can be used to separate the components into their constituent parts. In this example, an STL file will be imported into the editor. This design is composed of several components stitched together to produce a single part. By using the Separate All Parts tool of the Power Pack menu, the constituent parts will be identified and separated. Drawings which form an assembly of parts can be imported into the editor. In this example, a SolidWorks assembly will be imported. Once imported into the editor, this multi-part assembly can be modified and updated. All information related to the design is collected and stored in the drawing. For example, the Concept Explorer displays the layers in which the parts were created. All components of this assembly can be selected and modified. For example, direct editing can be done on the face of this part. Rendering tools can also be used to render a component or the entire assembly.